back to my channel. I'm Athena. This is my channel, Stitching Goddess Designs. This is a channel about cross stitch and Harry Potter. Oh, this is like one of my favorite. I got it in like a 3X or something, so it's like big, comfy, and cozy. Anyways, welcome back. Welcome if you're new and you're just finding me. Congratulations. Welcome to the fun. First off and foremost, I have not had the mental space yet to sit down and reply to each and every one of you, but rest assured, it's coming. I have read everybody's comments and tears like almost every time, and I'm trying to not do the tears. They're happy tears. They're not sad tears, they're happy tears. I have found a couple of other MS Stitchers, and yes, like someone commented, MS Stitchers unite. I'm going to create a support group. We will. My hair is like, what's happening right now? Just stay put. It's gonna pop right back out, watch. Anyways, all of the positive thoughts, all of the love, all of the everything. I guess you're gonna have to also give me some grace too, because as you can tell, this is coming to you on Friday instead of Wednesday. And it has always been my plan in the past to be very consistent every single Wednesday. Record, get that video up every Wednesday. And yes, there have been some hiccups and bumps and stuff along the way, but I try to stay as consistent as possible. I think, I don't know, having a plan and knowing when things are supposed to happen helps me. So I'm sure there's others out there who are like, it's Wednesday, it's Stitching Goddess today. I don't know. Probably not. Anyways, Wednesday was a really busy day. I had a lot going on with the kids, and yesterday was migraine day, and I don't know, at this point, like, headaches make me nervous because, I mean, it kind of started with a headache and then the vision and whatever, and I'm coming off of the steroids now, and so now, like, getting a headache, maybe if I put it back, it'll, okay. But I think I really just think it was like, it's a migraine. I've had migraines my whole life, so I just think it was a migraine day. And I was doing all I could, but it was one of those that was, I was chasing it all day long, and luckily it didn't get to the point of, like, you know, if you have migraines, you know, but I didn't end up getting sick or anything. I was able to get it to a point where I could fall asleep, and usually that's the best thing that'll help, is just get to sleep. And when I woke up this morning, I'm definitely on migraine hangover mode, and I also feel like if you get migraines, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My head just feels not headache, but just sensitive, you know, like, be nice to me today. So anyways, it's kind of still early in the morning. I think it's like, yeah, I guess it's already 9 o'clock. But the house is quiet, and so I was like, seize the moment, do a Flosstube right now. So I'm doing this right now. For the rest of the day, I'm going to a pinners convention, as in Pinterest. I don't know, there's going to be lots of, like, crafty DIY things, I'm thinking. I've never been to anything like this before. My friend Jessica here told me she was going, and then I just crashed. I was like, well, can I come? Like, where do I buy a ticket, and can I still come? And she was like, yeah. So I invited myself. But I'm going to take some classes, so that'll be exciting to maybe show you guys next week some of the classes and things that I was able to make. Wood flowers is one of them, dot painting, calligraphy. There's a handwriting one and a calligraphy one that I signed up for. So I might take some of, like, the pins that I already have, but I think that they're going to give you pins too. It's like you have to pay for like a class kit, and they like give you things. So anyways, that's what I'm doing with the rest of today and tomorrow, and hopefully my energy holds out and like all the things. So, but I am, I was going to ride with Jessica, but then I decided I'm going to drive myself. That way I have an out if I need to. Oh, and I am driving. That's big news. My vision is good. The lightheaded and the dizziness have definitely come like way, way, way down. I really think that a lot of the lightheaded and the dizziness was the steroids, honestly, because as I have been reducing, it's been getting dramatically better. So that's all the health things. I should have probably, I don't know, I should have put that at the end. I don't know, whatever, it's fine. Let's get on to stitchy things, shall we? That's what y'all are here for. But no, seriously, I want to thank you to everybody who has reached out to me, to the comments last week. Just thank you. Seriously, from my heart, thank you. It's meant a lot. So let's do stitchy things. When I left you last week, it was the 25th. Everything's on the floor, so I have to like bend down to get it. Sorry. I'm refusing to sit on the floor still because I don't want to get up off the floor. So, let's see. Is this the... No, that's number 2. I finished another 'Twas the Night ornament, so it was the 25th, and I told you on this last video that I switched my day 25 project to these, so I will stitch up one of these every 25th. And I got it done. Find it. Here it is. Oh, it's all, I haven't cut it off this sheet of, so there it is. Ta-da! It's, the children were nestled, even though I think that S looks like an A. It's supposed to be a cursive S. It kind of looks like an A. I don't know. It looks like needled. The children were needled. Anyways, there you go. Some little red buttons here. And then this wreath thingy, I don't know how well that's going to focus, is a pile of green French knots, and then I put some red beads on the top of it. The green French knots were supposed to go in like a ring. That didn't happen, so then I just filled it all the way in, and it's a pile of knots now. And I put some red beads on it, and there you go. It looks like a wreath. So yeah, that is done. It was done in one day. These are quick one-day stitches. Then I promptly went back to my Frosty Friends ornament. These are, even though this is a series, I have them as individual whips on my whip list. So completing each one is mark off my list. So this is the third one that I have completed, and it's on the way done. I went gangbusters, stitched and stitched and stitched, and yeah, got it all the way done. Super cute, super cute. These are a labor of love, and yeah, I do not enjoy stitching them, but they are freaking adorable when done. Also, those are all French knots all over his hat, sure enough. And the border is supposed to have like these darker blue specialty stitch thingies on them to bring like, and then like the ones that have red borders. And Connie, don't send me any more beads. I will get the beads. The red border ones are supposed to have white French knots going all the way around. So I was like, no, I don't want to do that. And I had decided I was going to do some white beads. And then Connie sent me some white beads. But because there's like, I think there's 3 and 3. There's 3 red borders, 3 blue borders. I'm going to get white beads here, and I'm going to get maybe a darker blue bead here. And just bead up the borders and make them look fancy. But I'm not going to do any of that, I don't think, until I'm like all the way done with maybe all of them. This is a dimensions kit, and this is all 6 of them. You can see I have them numbered so that on my whip list, I have like Frosty Friends 1, Frosty Friends 2, Frosty Friends 3. Yeah. So I just finished number 3. I have, what number are you? I have 4, 2, and 3 done. So the Bluebird, Santa, and I don't know, is that a baby polar bear? With the bird on his head? I don't know what that is. But those are the ones I have left to do. And I do have them all started. That's why they're, another reason why they're all active, like whips on my whip list. Because during Magical Stitches, it was like, put so many red stitches in. Well, there you go. And put so many blue stitches in. Well, there you go. And more blue stitches. There you go. So they all are started, but not by very much. And now it's definitely take a break from that, because I have to have a break in between each one of those. Oops, I forgot to put that pattern back. And the other one, I don't want to lose it. Okay. So then after that was finished, I did what? What did I do? Oh, I finished it before the end of the month, and I kind of thought that was gonna that Frosty Friends was gonna take me through the 30th, but I actually finished it on the 29th, and so I worked on the 30th and actually a bit of the 31st to get this all the way complete. I'm trying to find the cover. Is this January teeny weeny bikini, and this was in honor of Candy, the 614 stitcher. For her birthday, we did the teeny weeny bikini Sal, and so a bunch of us all started one and got it all done, and or started at least. A few of us have finished now, but oh my gosh! Now listen, I've never done a mill hill, so I have put like a few, and I'm talking like 4 or 5 little accent beads on things before, usually beads that Connie sends me. Connie is from Count Twice Stitch Once, if y'all don't know, and a really good stitchy bestie. This is my first experience with like multiple beads, beading all the things, like going from like bead to bead. I didn't have like I feel like Melina, also the other half of Count Twice Stitch Once, does Mirabilias and Nora Corbett thingies. And so, hold please, I have a missed call. No! Okay, sorry, had to answer that. Okay, so this is my first time really like going from bead to bead, doing all the things, and I was trying to say I didn't get that like invisible beading floss, I think is what Melina is talked about using before. I don't even know what that is. I just used white. I don't know, whatever. So look at all that beads. And then there's Kreinik like backstitched in there. And then this big charm came with the pattern. So much. It was intense. I don't know how much I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say that I enjoyed it. I wouldn't say this is something like, oh, I can't wait to do that again. Yay! I don't think that I did. I don't know. It looks beautiful and I love it. It's just I don't know how much I will love. I've avoided stitching on pieces that call for a ton of beads anyways. So that's probably what I'm going to continue doing now that I've done this. And then I say that, and then in the same breath, I'm going to say, I will stitch this entire series. I don't think that all the rest of them have nearly as much beading as this one. I have looked at the rest of them, and I have actually already ordered February. It's on its way to me, because that's my birthday month. And, yeah, so I've already ordered it. And it's not a new start, because this is a series. The entire series is now on my whip list already. So, and I knew I would stitch the entire series because it's me. I'm not going to stitch January and not the other 11 months. Have you met me? Hi. I'm addicted to series and I stitch the entire things. Okay. So then, The 31st is In This House We Do Horror. Anytime there's a 31st, not the 13th, so the 13th and the 31st will be Halloween stitches, but the 13th is going to be the chopping mall so that it gets touched every single month. Did not get touched this month because the 13th was a really, really, really bad day, but every other month it'll get touched. The 31st, if there is a 31st, is dedicated to In This House We Do Horror on the amazing blood spatter fabric from Jody. And here's where I'm at. I stitched Eat Your and the letter L, and then I went down here and stitched and because my Q-snap was literally right here. So I got in 3 words. Boom, right there. That's what I did. This is my design. It's literally just a bunch of fonts that I threw in there, and then I did add in some little motifs. Those were the devil, and I had a really hard time with it, but whatever. It's my pattern. If you are like dying to stitch this and you need this pattern, I've always just said, let me know, send me a message, and I will, with your email address, and I will email you the PDF. That Katie so graciously turned it into a PDF for me. Thank you, Katie. Okay, so then it was February 1st. Oh, February 1st. Almost missed a whole whip. That's okay, it's right here next to me. February 1st is Death by Cross Stitch Day. And it also was a WIPGO call for this month. So not only did I get it out and work on it, I had to get 500 stitches in on it. So it ended up being the first and a little bit of the second as well to complete the 500 stitches. But here we are. You guys, this thing is going to be massive. I'm nowhere near any sort of completion. But what I stitched was this triangle right here and more of this border up here. So that's where we're at, and I have reached the end of this border design. I don't think it's anywhere else. I don't know. I haven't really looked. I really did not enjoy stitching that border. I couldn't find a flow with it, that design, so I'm happy to be moving on to a different type of border over here. Those little tiny birds are back stitched on there. I did purposely stitch, I'm trying to like hold this and show you at the same time. I purposely stitched this outer border. So as you know, I've been playing with, if you're not new here, I've been playing with the way this is a variegated thread, lays. So over here, good Lord, I can't do this. Over here, I stitched literally diagonally, and yeah, I skipped right over and just kept going. So stitched diagonally. And then on this border over here, like I'm purposely stitching both rows at the same time so that it lays this way. I'm just playing with different ways of laying the floss. So this outside of the triangle, I stitched there's 2 of them, down and up and around. And then the inside I stitched vertically, and the heart I stitched vertically, and then I think the rest just kind of laid how it did. And then this border just, there's no rhyme or reason. I mean, I was just stitching it as it was because I couldn't find a flow with that border. It's weird. But yeah. Just playing with different stitching directional things to see how they land and what happens. So it's fun playing with the variegated floss in this one. Okay, and that is Death by Cross Stitch. If you are new to the stitching community, welcome, first of all. But what I have done, that little triangle was right here, so I'm like right here-ish of this entire pattern. So, very little bit. And let me, now that I have it out, see if that wicked border, no, it's nowhere else. Thank you. Thank you. So I'll be moving on to like this little border thing up here, because I think I'm going to continue coming this way, maybe. I don't know, it's kind of hard sometimes with different things laying all over the place. And then I'm going to shout out Dying for Cross Stitch, because everybody always asks, where's the floss from? This is the floss. It is the unicorn colorway. And in fact, just last night, I was talking about this in a chat. The website, she has a Facebook group, Dying for Cross Stitch, and I think it's FOR on Facebook, but her website is Dying for Cross Stitch. Look at the number 4, look at FOR. Look for it both ways, but I know for a fact the website is Dying the number 4 Cross Stitch. And she does like weekly drops. There's some floss and fabrics that she's like got recipes for, and she repeatedly dyes, and unicorn is one of them. It was currently sold out when I looked at it last night, but maybe it's a message to her kind of a thing, and she can tell you when she's planning on dyeing more, or if, or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe you can order it and she will dye it on order. I'm not sure. But that's where the floss is from. And then I wanted to talk about that I have this in this amazing Lynn bag. I love this bag. I do love this bag. But I don't feel it the appropriate bag for this. So I talked to Lynn last night, and I have a custom bag that's like in the beginning stages. And it's going to be amazing. Because let's be real, this project is going to be the rest of my life project, and it needs a good bag to live in for the rest of my life until it's done. So I have a good bag in the works. I'm excited. Okay, so then yesterday was February 2nd, and that means I'm starting my Raise the Roof February stitch. And I am also using this in conjunction with Colorado Cross Stitcher's Winter Cross Stitch Camp. So if you follow Colorado Cross Stitcher on Instagram, Flosstube, any of the things, she also has an LNS in Colorado. She hosts cross stitch camps. I think she does one in the summer that's like 3 months long, and then she does one here in the winter that's only just 1 month long. And it's for the month of February, and the theme is to stitch something that is part of a collection. Well, this is a collection. And it has to be a new start and a finish in the month in order for you to like meet the requirements of this stitch along, right? So technically this is a new start, but again, because it's a series, it's not a new start for me. It's just the next one in the series. It's already on my whip board. It doesn't count as a new start, even though it is. Y'all are following me, right? I started it. Oh, here, let me show you up close. February is this one over here. I finished January. This one is February. And it says, February brings the rain, thaws the frozen lake again. Just so I can make it rhyme. And that cute little house up there on the hill doesn't have a door. It has 2 windows. And it has a path leading up to the house with no door. So I was on last night and I'm like, it needs a door. So it has a door now. And I literally just stitched like the green hill and part of the house. Massive migraine last night. So the fact that I even got this in was a miracle. But I did. So I'm going to leave that out because that is going to continue to be worked on for a couple more days. Today's Friday, so it's Fancy Lady Friday. But also yesterday was Erica's birthday, and Erica is Erica from Akio Whips. Akio Whips. There's either a S on there or there's not. Akio Whips. I think it's Whips. Brand new Flosstuber. They've done 2 videos. If you haven't watched them, go check them out because their opening to Flosstube number 2 was everything. And I mean, I don't want to spoil it, but it was so freaking awesome. And I know for a fact that their kids were like, yes. And I found out that it was actually just one kid that was involved in the making of that opening. And she was like, yeah, I'm in. So anyways, Accio, Accio. It's a Harry Potter, like if I were to say Accio phone, my phone would zoom into my hand. If you don't know Harry Potter. Accio, and then Whips, WIPS. I think there's an S on there. Anyways, yesterday was her birthday. And so she started a Mirabilia. And so today's Fancy Lady Friday, but I will also like tag Erica in working on Mirabilia. I'll be working on my Athena, which is on even weave, and my eyes are good. Especially, I mean, distance is okay. It's just, I feel like my eyes are getting tired easier. So I have been using readers just to make it easier on my eyes. My eyes don't get as tired as fast. So it'll be interesting stitching on Athena tonight. See how that goes. Okay, at the bottom of my pile is Hey Sweetheart. And I didn't even think about it when I said make sweetheart your word. And then I'm reading the comments and everybody's like calling me a sweetheart to use the word. And I was like, oh, it was so sweet. I was like, you guys didn't have to call me a sweetheart. You just had to say the word sweetheart. It's fine. Oh, anyways, this is a free pattern that I get for being a rep for Stacie Stitches Creative Studio, and she gets one out to you as well. And so here's our little Stacie Stitches plug moment of the Flosstube. Market is coming up. She has already put out a little like slideshow video thingy. It's on Instagram. I think it's on her Flosstube as well, on how you place your order with her. She will get it from Market and then get it to you. Whole breakdown of what the process is and what you need to do to place your order with her. I know that she's super excited to be going. She's clearing out a bunch of her inventory so that she has not only like the space and the money and whatever to like fulfill your orders, but she's also going to be like stocking up on the things too. So in case you don't pre-order, she's going to have the things when she comes back too. So I feel like designers probably within the next week, if not already, are putting out like what they're going to be releasing at Market. If you're new to stitching, Nashville Needlework Market, Google that, check into it. It is a massive event that is only open to designers and retailers. The retailers go, they in-hand collect inventory from designers and bring it back to their stores, sell it to their customers, do whatever they need to do. But you can also place the pre-orders so that as soon as they get back, they can fulfill your orders, get them out to you, you can get them as fast as possible. So go check out Stacie. She's doing pre-orders, she's going to Market, she's doing all the things. So go check out her website and how to order from her. So without further ado, let's see who won the Sweetheart pattern. I had a few people interested. And it's Cindy Bennett. Congratulations, Cindy. Message me on, I need to go back and start like messaging people so that they knew they won. Message me on Instagram at Athena X Stitches or at Stitching Goddess Designs. I check both of them. Send me a message. Get me your email address so that I need to plug my phone in because my phone is dying. Get me your not your email, your shipping address. Stacie will send that directly to you. I'll get your information to Stacie. She'll send it to you. But also, speaking of February and Valentine's stitches, I did put a post up on Instagram. I talked about it last week. Love Baby Snake Sal. Hashtag Love Baby Snake Sal. It's my birthday hashtag. On February 14th is my birthday. You can stitch your Love Baby Snakes out anytime. You can stitch it all month if you want to. I don't care. I'm stitching mine on the 14th. I have already seen some people started stitching. Yay! I think it was that one stitcher, and then there's like numbers. I can't remember the numbers. Sorry. She's already been tagging me and things, so I was like, I love it. I think what I'm going to do, when I created the graphic, I like split the thing in half, and I put Slytherin, and I put, you know, Valentine's, and just like, oops, I dropped my phone. Love Baby Snakes out. So stitch on something for Valentine's, stitch on something for Slytherin. And when I made that graphic, I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stitch on both. Actually, I'm going to stitch on 3, but I'm going to stitch on both. I'm going to stitch on Cunning for part of the day. I'm going to stitch on my Valentine's February bikini that's going to be coming in the mail. I'm going to stitch on that because it's not a new start. It's part of the series. I'm going to stitch on that. And then I also, because it's the 14th, will be stitching on 100 Owls. So it's going to be a, I think, sit and stitch and let my husband supply me with food all day. That's what I think I'm going to do for my birthday. Let's see. Anything else that I needed to talk about? I'm trying to think. I didn't actually write down a list. I don't think so. I mean, plans coming up is it's Fancy Lady tonight, then go back to that February stitch. On Tuesday is Harry Potter chat. It's the 7th. So we'll do a Harry Potter chat, and it's undetermined what I'm working on, because I'm working on Cutting on the 14th, and I also have not set up my, I've not done the whole like break it and reprogram it thing for my Kindle to get Pattern Keeper on there, so I'm not 100% here. But I will say that I got all my February I got my February stuff, my planner stuff. Look at all the fun stickers. This is from Planner Envy. You get all these fun stickers, and they even gave you like these floral ones. I got Valentine themed ones. So yeah, all the fun stickers for February. I got this pin. Ooh, this is so fun. I got this pin. I got this that I'm using back here. It's like a big old clip. I'm using it back here currently to like mark where my whip list starts and where my whip go board is. So it's kind of just marking that back there. But it says, "Sip me baby one more time," and it has a coffee on it. But maybe it's a hot chocolate because I don't drink coffee. So maybe it's a hot chocolate. I don't know. And then the other thing that came in that box was a cute little like weekly to-do list kind of a thing. So that was cute. And that's Planner Envy. And I should be getting my March box here anytime. I had to order the January and the February because when I started my subscription, it was already too late. My first box in my subscription will be the March box, but they ship it a month early. So they ship it at the end of January so that you get it sometime the beginning of February, and then you can start, you have it in time so that you can do your March stickers and plans and all the things. I don't have any magical haul to show you. So yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm not 100%. But either way, I need to go because that Pinners Convention opens at 10, and I don't have to be there right at 10, but I think my first class is at 12:30. So I want to get there, you know, with enough time to get registered, get in. I don't know how crowded this thing is going to be. But yeah, it's going to be exciting. I'm going to have fun. And in theme for last week, maybe this is how I'm going to close my videos out. I am okay right now. And I'm still okay right now too. So everything's going to be okay because right now I'm okay. I will see you guys all next week. Have a great rest of your week, and bye. Hi, guess what? I didn't get the video loaded on Friday. So now it's Saturday and it's nighttime, so I have weird light happening. It's like all coming from this direction. Sorry. But I wanted to record this little snippet real quick. I'm going to add it on to the end of the video because I've now done all of the pinners things. I've been posting on my Instagram. People have just been like, what is this? Asking me all the questions like, where am I at? What am I doing? What is this whole entire thing? So I'm going to add this on to the end real quick so I can show you everything, because I got a lot of things and I need to, and I want to put them all away. I don't want to hold on to them for the next Flosstube. So first off, I was at a Pinners conference, Pinners, Pinners, as in Pinterest Pinners. It is just like a craft fair on crack, I guess. Tons and tons and tons of booths, ranging from like, I mean, there were people selling like siding and roofing, like gutter thingies, to, I mean, people selling food and churros and chocolates and paninis, and then all of the crafts in between. I mean, all of the crafts. Seriously, I didn't see anything cross stitch, but there was embroidery, and there was punch needle, just tons and tons and tons of things. So, and then on top of all of those booths happening, there were, I think, 6 classrooms, and they were running shows like every hour and a half. I'm not shows, classes every hour and a half. So you pay to like get access. I mean, to go to the conference, right? I think it was like, I don't know, there was different levels of like if you wanted 1 day, 2 days, if you wanted classes, no classes. So there's like all these different levels you can do. I think like, and then there's a VIP access. I think it was like 40 something that I paid for 2 days. And then I got access to 12 classes, which is 6 classes each day, which was like maximum that you could take, because they offered, I mean, there were 6 classes happening, but you couldn't take, like, obviously it's happening they're happening all at the same time. So you could pick one in that time slot, and there were 6 time slots in a day. So basically you could take a whole day's worth of classes. So then the classes there were some that were like lecture type classes, and those were free. You could just go sit down and, people would like talk to you about whatever craft or thing that they're working on, give you some insight and education and knowledge of whatever they're doing. And then there were other classes where you would make things and you pay for those. If you wanted the kit, I mean you needed the kit to make whatever craft that was happening. And then there's still more. There were make and takes, like all the way down the whole center aisle, and then back in a separate room. A lot of the craft DIY vendor type booths had make and takes. So some of what I have to show you are make and takes. Some of what I have to show you are from classes. So I'm going to just run through everything really quick. This is going to be super quick. Especially if you watched my video yesterday. I mean, you probably don't even need to watch. If you've been following my Instagram, you probably don't even need to watch this. So one of the classes I went to, I think this was probably the best class. If I had to like rank all the classes that I took, I think this was the best one. Was a sugar cookie royal icing class. And it was from Cammie's Cake Company, and this is her like recipe for the cookies and the royal icing and directions and all the things. So we got I don't want to drop them. I don't even want to eat these. We got the cookies, we got the icing, and I decorated them. Aww. So there's a strawberry, and here's my wonky little flower. I was super shaky. I think this one is not the best of the 3. And then here's my heart. Hopefully that's reading. I don't know. I think that's reading the right way. And yeah, my handwriting was super shaky. I feel like I'm still, I don't know, walking around today, I was getting really dizzy and lightheaded, and I'm still a little bit shaky. I don't know what's going on with that, because I'm pretty much done with my meds, so I don't know what that's from. Let's see. Okay, so that was a class. So you paid for the cookie, the icing, all the things. That was a fun class. Here are some make and takes that I got. So here are two different ones. This is the Chalk Couture. I've never tried these before. I've definitely heard about them. Especially Snug Harbor Crafts. Debbie does the Chalk Couture. She sells it. And so she talks about it a lot, but I've never attempted to do it myself. So this was a make and take. You got to choose your little stencil. You did it right there. You put the paint on and all the things. And I made two little Valentine's bags that I will just crack open and eat myself. But those are super cute. I don't know. I might hang on to those cards. Here is another make and take. And that was $5, by the way. $5. You don't get to take all the supplies home with you. You just get to make it there, and they let you take it home. So you take home the finished product. This cute little zipper pouch, and it was all watercolor paint that you put on there and just kind of like ombreed it all the way down with like water, and I mixed in like a little lighter purple. And then you're supposed to like wait until it completely dries, and then you can like write some sort of inspirational something on there. I took some faux calligraphy and brush writing classes as well. I'll show you some stuff that I got from there. So I might try to do something like that on this. So that was just a cute little fun make and take, $5. Here's another make and take. This one was so popular. Everybody was doing this one. You got this little glass tumbler, and it came with, you know, the little suction cup lid thingy here. And then they gave you, there was 3 different stencil choices you could pick from. I think one was like leaves, this one, I don't know what the other one was. But you put the stencil on, and then power tools, y'all. Ryobi, I think is how you say the name of that power tool company, was like a huge sponsor there. So a lot of the classes were using those tools, and that's what I used. It wasn't like an etching. I know that there's like a cream or something that you can put on it, and it kind of like etches the glass, and then you wipe it off. No, this was all done by power tool. And there you go. It was really a lot of fun. I might actually put a little snippet clip of me working on it here. So, I don't know. That was fun. Power tools are always fun, right? Right. Okay, today, this cute little flamingo. These are wood flowers. The little flowers are wood flowers. You can dip them for paint. She like talked about all the different things you can do to preserve them, even more than, I mean, they're not going to go bad as they are right now, she said, but even like if you wanted to paint them or turn them different colors, like there's all kinds of different things you can do. So there was a lot of information and knowledge in that class, but super cute little planter. And she had a cute idea what's in the bottom of this. The foam, instead of like using like the flower foam that's usually kind of messy, especially if you want to cut it into smaller pieces, it gets everywhere. It's she cut a section of a pool noodle, and we put that down in there to hold everything in place. I thought that was a really cute idea. Okay, this is another make and take that I didn't actually make there because I have paint at home. So I'm going to just pop everything out, and then I can make this wood sign. I could have made it all there. They had the paint and everything there for me to sit down and do it. But between classes and shopping and all the different things, I didn't get a chance to actually sit down and do it there. Okay. She also had a whole bin full of I think they were like, maybe she didn't want to sell them pieces, like, you know, in full-on kits. I don't know, maybe there was little flaws with them like that. And they were, I think, like 5 for $2. I'm picturing those as little potion bottles, by the way. Frankenstein and a cauldron. So I'm gonna put the little potion bottles on the cauldron. I think that's gonna be cute. I don't know. I just grabbed different fun, I don't know, that's another little potion bottle thing in my mind. I don't know. Different little shapes that I thought I could add to some finishing type pieces. I don't know. Another little potion bottle. I don't know. I just grabbed a whole, I think there was like, I think I grabbed like 15 of them for $6. So I thought that was a really good deal. Okay. And then I did dot painting. You know, next to the cookies, this is probably top of the list. So this, I had a friend with me, and for whatever reason, mishaps happen. There's no fault of, I mean, it is what it is. She wasn't able to get her kit that she had prepaid for. They had sold out. So she kind of sat next to me, and she did most of this side, and I did most of this side. And as I'm looking, I might need to, I don't know. I mean, there's some there. It's just, I don't know. It's looking like they're not there, but they are there. But we use these tools. So these ones have like little points, dots on them, but then these are just, you just use that itself. It's flat, and that's how you make the big old huge dots. I want to add in the model had like some little corner type piece thingies happening, so I might add something else more to this, but it's just acrylic paint and the tools, and it was kind of like on that level of diamond painting addictive. Yeah, I might do that a few more times. Here's another class that I did. This is book folding. So this, I thought this was maybe the start of the letter R, but it's not. It's just the C, and we're just barely starting to see, like, you know, the inside of the C right here. So that's how far I got in the class. I don't want to take my bookmark out because that's where I left off marking. But this was by DIY Crafting Trove. That's her information. And there's patterns. So it's, and really what it is it just tells you, you go to page 1 and you make your marks. You make your marks at 7.2 millimeters and 10.8 millimeters, and you just keep making your marks, and then you go back and you fold where your marks are made, and there's like a lot of, I mean, it goes through like 400 pages of patterns. And with the class, we got that create that I'm making, we got this heart, and then I think for like $4, I think she sells these patterns for $4. I got this one. So at some point I'm going to get a book and make that one. And then I took a faux calligraphy class. So you just like learning how to do, instead of brush lettering, which I took brush lettering yesterday, had all the things in a bag along with another class for lettering on fabric, and I set the bag down somewhere and I never could find it again. And I checked lost and found, and I went back to where I thought I left it, and I asked around, and it was gone. It was gone. So I'm sad about that because I lost those pins for brush lettering, but this is faux calligraphy lettering, and it's just, I mean, you just do it with pins, and you add in your second line and do all the fun things. And so I did this. I don't know what's going on. My heart has roots. I don't know. That was me just doodling, I guess. But yeah, there's my faux calligraphy. I'm trying to see if I have anything else. class-wise, I don't think so. I think that might be all the classes and make and takes that I did. I did get my husband a new potted plant. I came home today and told him Happy Valentine's Day. Happy early. And so then he ended up giving me my Valentine's, which was a box of chocolates. But I got him a new little plant. He's got one plant that he's been taking care of for a long time, and he loves his plant. And so I was like, I'm going to give him another plant. And then it was so funny because he was like, I think my other plant's going to get jealous. No, it's not. Anyways, that's already up and in the window, ready for the sunlight in the morning. He loved it. I got myself some chocolate toffees for a snack. I got myself, it's gone. Sweeties cheesecake. It comes in little jars. Oh, that thing was so good. So good. Dangerously good. And then I got myself this. I don't know if you're gonna hear it, but you just apply pressure, just the slightest amount of pressure, and it's a back massaging or foot massaging or whatever. It's a massaging pillow. It rotates like how it's not always the same vibration, so you don't like get numb from it. And it just operates on batteries, and there's no on or off. It's just touch it, it's on, don't touch it, it's off. I was carrying it around in my bag all day, and occasionally I would something would push up against it, and then my whole bag was shaking. It was funny. I think that's it. I showed you the book, I showed you this, I showed you this. I'm gonna save that stuff for later. I will show you real quick here. I'll open a Happy Mail real quick that I got today, just because I think I was just talking about it in Flosstube that I had ordered it, and it came today. That's how fast it came. So thank you so much to Meridian Designs for super fast shipping. But I got my February bikini. Look, it looks like lingerie to me. That doesn't even look like a bikini. And it comes with a little, where are we at? Little Cupid charm. I don't know if I'll hang it from right there or where I'll put it, but yep, there's a little bikini. And I just need Mill Hill white. So it's just, oh yeah, there's some beads, you can see them in there. So, but it's just the one set of beads, whereas the other one had 7 things of beads. So I think that I have showed you everything, and I'm going to add this onto the Flosstube and then finally get the Flosstube loaded. So that is truly all I have until next Flosstube. I haven't done any stitching because I've been out doing all of that. So yeah, it went smoothly. My energy yesterday, I would say by the time I got home, I literally crashed in bed, fully clothed, dressed, everything, and just out. I was knocked out. So I was maybe a little bit more activity than I was ready for, but I still had a good time. It was my first outing. I needed to get out of the house. So I did much better today. I think I didn't do as much. I did a lot of sitting today because I did a lot of classes. So there wasn't a lot of walking around and doing of things. So, okay, that's all I got. We'll see you guys next video.